Hi. Step number 5 in buying a development property is actually finding your property. Now, there are different types of investments that you can invest in. So it could be as a development, it could be a positive or negative geared property. And we have done a webinar on this recently, so I can absolutely send you the link to give you a bit more information about the different types of properties that you can invest in and the different ways to do it. You also need to be researching the area, the location, and what the market's doing. So keeping an eye on the market, what's happening, what the prices are doing, all these types of things, as well as not just the sale side of things, but also the rental side of things. So keeping an eye on the rental market and what that's doing is really important, which is also why hiring a property manager and finding a really great property manager at this point is really important. They are going to be able to give you more of that information and guide you along the way. This way, if you find a property manager now, as soon as you've bought your investment property, you can then have your property manager ready to go to rent it out and get a tenant in there as soon as possible to make sure that you are getting that rent coming in ASAP. Finding a property manager can be a bit of a task sometimes. So there's a couple of things that you might be looking for. So looking at the company's values, looking at the property manager's values and having a chat to them, getting to know them, as well as looking at what training they're doing. Are they improving themselves? Are they up to date with the latest technologies and devices? Looking at the turnover of property managers can be really important too. So some companies have a high turnover of property managers, meaning that property managers are coming in and out and in and out, and not one property manager actually knows your tenants very well or your property very well, which is where communication can slip, and we've certainly seen things go pear-shaped. So making sure your property manager is steady and stable can be really important as well. And looking at the recommendations and reviews that the company and the property managers are getting. So all of these things can play a role in who you might like to hire and who is going to be best for your investment property to look after it. Because after all, it's one of the biggest assets that you're going to own and you want to make the most out of it.